Hello, everyone. My name is Oscar, and I'm the one who able to make this challenge. It's the International Print Station. Originally, it started out that I participated in a challenge, which was it was the hitch ride to Mars. Yeah, and then there was like one problem, there was one variable that actually the whole team bailed out, and it was a hardware component of the design. So then I thought, okay, then could be an interesting solution, and I'm thinking to combine between like the ESA, 3D printing, and the hitch ride to Mars. So in this case, thinking outside the box, or Cube satellite. So the aim is to build a stationary 3D printer on space, able to build satellites and modules for any sort of application. And the main source materials. Yeah, main source materials from like the Earth and potentially from like space and other planets. So to make this more easy, I'll be able to show right away the demo. So actually most of this demonstration is actually running from like this demo. So it's running now on the real-time game engine. This one's like an open source Blender 3D. So it's kind of weird that I'm trying to talk while controlling this stuff. So yeah, as we zoom out, it's quite different what you notice right now. So this is like the 3D printer, and we'll see what happens once it unfolds. Oh, thanks. Yeah. So right now it's like, now you see all these cube nodes, and each of them right now, it actually represents like the 3D printer. And if I'm able to expand the solar arrays, great. And right now, so we're doing on geostationary orbit onto Mars. And there's actually multiple ways just to actually acquire materials. It's been most commonly asked. So there's 3 methods. One of them is just from imports. Second one was, of course, the passive approach with this solar arrays. And then the third one is actually, of course, manufacturing, which in this case, what we see right now, it's a space elevator. Yeah. And right now it's transiting all the way. So the tenacity that you could build anywhere from, space elevators, or in this case, even the cube satellites, like clusters of them. Of course, it'll be a much more organized fashion, and even on some degree, even for like a satellite launch. So there's like a lot of flexible stuff. What's been the main request is about the maintenance aspect, and one of the biggest problems was that, well, now we have accessibility. With this kind of platform, we could able to send from either from like a space elevator or like a manned mission, just to bring the decommissioned like land rover crafts, surface it back up, repair, or even augment, and then do the stuff. Now, all but acquiring materials passively. So right now, like this example about like the soil, like the Mars soil, and we could able to extract the composition. And by extracting the composition, we could able to designate the elements and assign towards the grid. And this is a nice thing if you have something that it's of a modular setup. So you could assign designated elements and areas in order for you to produce like the necessary parts. Well, in this case, like the given construct. Which in this case, like this entire rig could also perpetual printer, so it will actually, yeah.